Good morning guys, and welcome back to Damo Drives, and welcome to the new GR86. Now this car is got rave reviews. Everyone says how good it is. It's lightweight at around 1300 kilos, rear wheel drive, very driver focused. So I'm really looking forward to taking this out and seeing what it's like. I really enjoyed the GT86. It had a few issues which I'm sure we'll talk about, and hopefully this car addresses some of them. While it's based on, there we go, as I was saying, while it was based on the GT86, this has had significant changes to it. Gazoo Racing, as in GR, got hold of it and they've stiffened the suspension 50% to be precise. The engine is still based on the GT86's 2-litre Boxster engine from Subaru. Now the reason for Subaru engine is because it was made in collaboration with them, but it's been bored out. Now it's a 2.4 litre, produces more power, 231 brake horsepower and a lot more torque. And the other fantastic thing they've done, the GT86 had a very strange engine characteristic to it. So normally you'd expect power delivery to be nice and linear going up. Fine. The GT86 on the other hand had this horrible flat spot at around 3000 RPM. It was very, very strange indeed. And that was one of the things that let the car down. That supposedly has now gone. So I'm really keen to see what this is like, because other than that, I really liked the GT86. It didn't particularly do well in the UK as far as I know. I think other places in the world it did really well. This car seems perfect for British B roads. Small, lightweight and very driver focused. And that's exactly what you want. So behind the wheel, these seats are really comfortable, very supportive. I've got the view out the front, which looks absolutely brilliant. This is something I loved about the GT86. Sat quite low down in the car. I've got loads of headroom, which is good. A nice small steering wheel. Not that many buttons on it. Got the GR logo. So that is absolutely perfect. Manual gearbox, 6-speed. There is the option for an auto, which I really wouldn't get. Not that you can actually buy these cars in the UK, because all allocations were sold out within 90 minutes. That's absolutely bonkers, and I think that's because of the success of the GR Yaris, how well that did. It's got a massive reputation and did incredibly well. So everyone jumped on it, 90 minutes and the allocation was gone. And when they came out, they were on Auto Trader anything 10, maybe even £15,000 more than list. And that was something about this car. List price was £27,000. £27,000 for a 2+2 sports coupe, rear wheel drive. That's mad. But then 10 to 15 grand on top of that, really it got a bit silly. So this is a car that you'd have to buy used if you could get hold of one, because if I had one, there's no way I'll be selling this. Oh, it sounds good. Naturally aspirated 2.4 litre. That sounds really good. Wow. So I've got driver aids on at the moment. You can turn, there's two. You can either turn traction off completely, which I'm not going to do, or you've got the option to have like a halfway house. I think it's below 40 miles an hour. It turns traction off, leaves stability on, so you get some slip at slow speeds. So you can have some fun with that. That was something about the GT86. It was very playful. It had very small tyres and moved around Yeah, that progress, that is, oh, this is fantastic. It's the weight of this thing that is doing it justice. Modern cars are normally really heavy. You know, sports cars, you've got something like M3 and, you know, high performance cars with 500 brake horsepower, but they weigh like 1700 or 1800 kilos. Electric cars being even worse, you know, 2 tons, 2.2, 2.4 tons, which is absolutely insane. And you can feel the lack of weight in this. Accelerate down hard on the brakes are good. Brakes are, they've got quite a lot of feel. Just about heel and toe. I'm pretty rubbish at that, but it's, I don't know if this noise is on the outside as well, but from inside, I need to work out how to get one of these. This is brilliant. I wish there were more of these, because it's going to mean the prices are kept very high, even if you can possibly get hold of one. So they're the good points. The drive is absolutely excellent. Now, more practical things. We've got the infotainment system, which is functional. It does look quite dated. So something they have got here is physical buttons for your air conditioning. These are the most important things which most manufacturers don't have. They're all buried away in the infotainment system, and it actually looks really cool as well. Under there we've got a few switches, very simple in fact. And then over on the right here, this is where we can turn traction control either off, or as I mentioned, halfway off. So I'm going to turn it halfway off. So that's where you press the track button and it changes there. So this should allow a slight bit of slip at sort of lower speeds. It just means you're a bit more in control of the car. Now, I've driven some older cars recently, a Ferrari Dino and a Jensen race car, and they were lightweight as well, and this feels, it's got some of the similarities there, just being a lightweight car, not with a huge amount of power. It just gives you so much feel. This, I feel, is what the GT86 could have been. This feels like it's version 2, and now they've got everything right. So Toyota, you've done a brilliant job of this. The driving position is good. It does feel like, you know, a proper sports, it does feel like a proper sports car. Let's get some speed round here. Let's see how the grip is. Feel the backs. Oh, you can feel that rotating round you. Oh, blimey. This on track, I think, would be absolutely epic. I mean, I haven't gone above the speed limit of 55 miles an hour, but it feels like I'm going so much quicker. So I don't know if any of you guys watching this have actually got a GR86, if you are lucky enough to have one. In terms of practicality, you can possibly get 2 people in the back as long as they don't have any legs. It's more of another storage area. It's got an average size boot, especially if you fold the back seats down, because you won't be fitting anyone in the back of this car at all. So it's practical. I think you could easily daily this. So overall, what are my opinions of the new GR86? Brilliant, as simple as that. The cabin feels okay, it's very driver focused. I mean, for under £30,000, it's an absolute bargain. This gearbox is fantastic. I love the sound of the engine. There's none of the flat spots you found with the previous GT86 engine. Brakes are good. I don't know what else to say about it, really. If you want people in the back, that's a bit of a downside. In terms of styling as well, I think it looks pretty good. All the panels are different over the GT86 in here, even though it's based on it. There's been so many changes, and I do like the look of it. So, as you may have guessed, I like the GR86. I want one. Please, can I have one? Can I borrow one for a very long time? Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this review of the GR86. If you get the chance to drive one, buy one, anything, jump at it with both hands. Anyway guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Comments are always welcome, and remember to click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.